Zack Short AAA Omaha 6, Iowa 4-game recap. Ryan Court hit a 3-run homer in the bottom of the 5th to temporarily tie the ball game, but Omaha scored in 4 straight innings against starter Michael Roth and reliever Anthony Bass. 0-1, 3.18 to build a 5-3 lead after 6. Iowa did manage to pull within 1 in the 8th, but Omaha scored another run in the top of the 9th off Dillon Maples. Top performers: Ryan Court 2-5, HR 3R, 3 RBI David Bote 2-4, 2B, BB Mark Zagunis 1-3, 2BR, BB Chris Jimenez 1-3 RBI, BB Jacob Hanman 1-3, RBB SB 3. Injuries, updates, and trends. Dillon Maples 0-0, 1 SV 2.45, did allow a walk, 17.7% BB rate, and a run in his outing today, but he also managed to strike out the side. His strikeout rate sits at a ridiculous 47.1%, 19.64 K9 so far this season. Efrain Navarro, 7-game, and Taylor Davis, 9-game, both saw their hitting streaks come to an end in this one. Entering this series, Jacob Hanman had just 5 hits on the season, .116, but has now collected 5 hits in the series and is riding a 4-game hitting streak. His line has risen to .172, .238, .224, and he also managed to swipe his 3rd bag of the season. AA Tennessee 8, Birmingham 5-game recap. Jason Vosler, photo by Stephanie Lynn. Now, this is more like it. The Smokies, 13-13, are the only full-season affiliate that possesses much in the way of power hitters, but so far those bats have remained relatively quiet, both in terms of hitting for power and average. They entered the game in the bottom half of the Southern League in homers, 16, but after a 4-homer binge on Thursday they now sit in a tie for second. They are still in last place when it comes to batting average, .233, but that too has begun to rise over the past week to 10 days. Zack Short homered twice and drove in 4 runs. It was his 3rd homer in 4 games and 8th hit over his past 5, which has raised his average nearly 40 points to .190 on the year. Strikeouts still remain an issue, 35.6 BB%, but he has maintained his keen eye at the play throughout, 17.8 BB%, and is now beginning to make more consistent hard contact. Another struggling hitter, Jason Vosler, .169, .300, .386, contributed a homer as well. The not struggling Jeffrey Baez, .385, .423, .708, hit the other. Top performers: Zack Short 2-5, 2 HR 3-4, 2R, 4 RBI Jeffrey Baez 2-4, HR 4, 3R, 2 RBI BB SB 6, CS 3, Jason Vosler 1-3, HR 5R, RBI BB Yasiel Balaguer 2-4, 3B RBI CS Duncan Robinson 5 IP 8H 5R 3R 2 BB 3 KW 1-1 4.03 Scott Efros 2 IP 2H K Dakota Mex 2 IP, BB2K, S5, 0.00. Injuries, updates, and trends. Dakota Mex, another hitter beginning to heat up, is Yasiel Balaguer. He contributed a pair of hits, including a triple, and is now hitting .275 over his past 8 games to raise his average to .209 on the season. A scoreless 2-inning appearance by Dakota Mex, who would believe it? He is off his usual 50% pace as he has moved into the closer role with Tennessee, but he has still pulled it off 3 times in his 8 games. He has yet to allow a run 11.1 innings this season. Advanced A Carolina 7, Myrtle Beach 0-game recap. The Pelicans came into the game on a roll, winners of 4 straight, but fell victim to a strong effort by the Carolina pitching staff in this one. They managed just 10 base runners all night and only 1 extra base hit. The big hit eluded them as they went 1 for 11 with runners in scoring position. Playing without their usual 3, 4, 5 hitters may have played a role in that. Not sure I agree with the decision to rest Johnny Paredes, Tyler Alamo and Vladimir Galindo all in the same game, especially when your normal leadoff man, DJ Wilson, is still on the DL. Top performers: Casey Bloomquist 2.1 IP 3H 4K, Bailey Clark 2.2 IP 3H 3R 1R 2BB 5K, Ryan Kellogg 1.1 IP BB 2K, Connor Myers 2-3 BB. Injuries, updates, and trends. The up-and-down start to the year continued for Brian Hudson 2.2 IP 4H 4R 2BB 2K, as his record fell to 2-3 with a 7.06 ERA on the year. After going 5 innings in each of his first 3 starts, he has combined to throw just 6.2 innings over his past 2. The Cubs have remained aggressive in pushing the 20-year-old up the organizational ladder, and he has suffered through stretches of ineffective pitching in each of his first 2 seasons, but has always managed to respond and finish the season stronger than he began. I see no reason not to expect the same this year. A Cedar Rapids 6, South Bend 5-game recap. Austin Fillier, photo by Rick Carlson. After being shut out the first 2 games of the series, including a no-hitter in the opener, South Bend could have used a strong start to this game. Unfortunately, Tyler Thomas, 5IP, 7H, 5R, 3BB, 3K, had a rough outing, his first of the season. He ran into immediate trouble in the first. He balked in the first run of the game, then gave up another on a single. The Bats finally woke up in the fourth. Zach Davis tripled to lead it off. Roberto Caro followed with a double to score him. Later in the inning, Austin Fillier contributed his own run-scoring double, and then Michael Cruz provided the big shot with a 2-run home run, his second on the season. Thomas, 1-3, 3.00, had settled down after the first, as he got his fastball command under a bit of control, but then ran into more problems in the fifth. He gave up a 3-run homer and the lead. Jose Albertos, who is scheduled to start on Sunday but those plans may have changed now, came on in relief and struggled in his 1 inning of work. He required 29 pitches, walked 3, gave up an RBI single, committed a balk, threw a couple of pitches in the dirt, but he did manage to limit the damage to a single run. If I'm looking for a silver lining, Albertos was only missing his spots by a foot in this outing as opposed to a foot and a half. He also hit 95 on the radar gun at least once. I know it sounds weird, but it was an improvement. Keep in mind, he is only 19, and he is dealing with pitching in the elements for the first time as a professional. He hasn't even gotten to use his best pitch yet, as the team has him keeping his changeup under wraps while he works out the kinks in his fastball and curveball command. Patience is paramount. Top performers: Austin Fillier, 1-1, 2B, 1BB, 2HBP. Roberto Caro, 3-4, 2BR, RBI, BB, SB, 6. Michael Cruz, 1-4, HR, 2R, 2RBI. Zach Davis, 2-4, 3B, 2R, 2SB, 5, 6. Brandon Hughes, 1-3, BB, SB, 6, CS, 4. Johnny Bethancourt, 2-5. Jesus Camargo, 2.0 IP, 0H, 0R, 0BB, 3K. Injuries, updates, and trends. Roberto Caro, photo by Stephanie Lynn. Even though the offense struggled as a whole throughout the series, there were a couple of guys that remained relatively unaffected by the Cedar Rapids pitching. Roberto Caro, .419, .469, .628, reached base 9 times during the series, and Austin Fillier, .317, .442, .476, reached 7 times. The 24-year-old Caro is already proven at this level, but has struggled in his opportunities at Myrtle Beach and Tennessee last season, and then he failed to make either club out of spring training this season. It has been a very nice start for Austin Fillier in his first season of full-season ball. The 22-year-old from MIT is not only adjusting well to life as a pro but also the big jump in level of competition. 26.0% K rate is still high, but has seen a slight improvement over the past couple of weeks, as he was above 30% a short time ago. Fillier does possess legit power, and also a discerning eye at the plate. 12.3% BB%. If he can maintain a similar level of performance in May, then he is one of the few South Bend players that could receive an early promotion to Myrtle Beach. Filed under Daily Cubs Minors Recap.